Hey friends, in today's video, I'm going to go over the weird things that I do as a pet groomer besides the fact that I shave buttholes for a living. Let's get into it. Pee in a bucket.
Oh, you don't see a Dalmatian very often. Wow, look at that.
If you are new, my name is Savana. I am the owner and operator of Pause and Relax, mobile pet grooming, and Reiki services. I help pet lovers and pet groomers increase their income by starting their own business and fulfill their passion of working with pets. On my YouTube channel, I wanted to kind of go back and forth between business-related videos and kind of more fun videos. So today I'm going to go through all of the reasons I came up with that are weird about me because I'm a pet groomer while I trim Briggs' face. I will mention he is blind because he has diabetes. Video coming on his groom soon. And he isn't always the biggest fan of getting his face trimmed. So yeah, that's just that, and ignore the greasy appearance. So the very first weird thing that I do is I save contacts on my phone of clients under the dog's name. I can 100% guarantee that I will know the dog's name, and it's 50-50 if I know the owner's name. Some of my contacts in my phone say like Maggie's owner instead of the owner's name. Yeah. Next one is, since I am a mobile pet groomer and my unit does not have a bathroom, I pee in a bucket. I have a designated pee bucket. And you know, bodily things happen. I've been pregnant twice, so I have done other things in the bucket as well. The next weird thing that I do is that I spray myself with dog perfume, especially before I go into like a client's house. If I'm getting especially sweaty like I am right now because I'm temporarily not running my AC to film this, I will spray myself just a quick little after I spray the dog. Next is, I assume that you guys probably know, because I'm a pet groomer, I talk to the dogs, whether they can understand me or not, but I actually like to give the dogs my own nicknames. I have no idea if some of these dogs have the same nicknames at home, but yeah, I make up nicknames for the dogs. The next weird thing I do is I pull gross things off of bums, ears, out of ears, by eyes, eye boogies, lots of gross stuff with my bare hands. I don't wear gloves. I find I can't get a good grip. I can't feel if their skin is getting clean when I'm bathing them. So yeah, do that with my bare hands. And then I just wash them. But sometimes it is gross. Kind of going along with that, I will smell dogs, like put my nose up onto their coat and smell them close up after the bath just to ensure that their bath was sufficient. And I have also smelled inside dogs' ears before to see if they smell yeasty or if I think they have an ear infection. I never diagnose, but just to inform the owners, and yeah, it's gross, but I do it. The next thing is to get a dog's attention for that perfect Instagram worthy picture is I make this weird sound, and it sounds something like this. Next is that I use my job as an excuse to wear as much dog-related apparel as possible. Today I actually don't have that much on. I have this, and then my shoes. Oh no, I'm not even wearing them. I'm wearing my Crocs because I'm at home. Usually I wear my Skechers that are covered in dog print, and then I have my favorite like headband that has dog on it too. Yeah, so sometimes I'm like completely decked out with dogs. Good times. I also sometimes have to pull hairs out of my eyeballs and out of my skin. Hair splinters. I will say that the clipper vac greatly reduces the hair splinter thing, but especially on big shedding dogs, the hair in the eyes, it's the worst. I also carry a fanny pack around with chicken in it. So, I don't know if anyone else does that, but that's me. Also, my keys, I have a pepper or bear spray on it, whichever one is legal. in Canada for safety reasons, for when I go to people's houses, or if I have a massive dog that literally is going to kill me. Never had to use it, and knock on wood that I never have to. Also on the safety front, I lock myself into the van because right now I'm grooming on my property. But if I go into the city, I don't want anybody just showing up, trying to rob me, trying to abduct me. My husband always has to tell me it's not kidnapping if you're an adult, Savana. Or take the dog, or who knows what. So I always lock myself in the van. There's been a couple times where this hasn't played out well for me, and I left the van, and for some reason it locked on me again, and my keys were in here, yada yada, -50 weather, good times. If I'm going to be eating while I'm grooming, I have to plan my food around things I can eat while I'm working, things that aren't going to be dangerous for the dogs if they accidentally get some, or, and I know this isn't safe and I try not to do it, things I can eat while grooming. My husband says that I choose things that our toddlers eat, like those applesauce pouches, because, you know, it's really easy to eat on the go. Never anything with spoons, forks, cutlery, anything like that. And going along with that, all my water bottles have to have the mouth part that you drink out of covered, so that the fur and dander and gross stuff that's flying around in here doesn't go on the spot where I drink the water. So another fun, weird thing. Next is that I am 110% that person that when you're driving and you see a dog walking down the street, I am looking at that dog. I am judging that dog's groom. I know from a mile away if that dog is matted. I am saying to the driver or the passenger, that
dog needs a groom. Whatever.
Or I'm the person that's looking at the dog breeds, saying things like, oh,
you don't see a Dalmatian very often. Wow, look at that.
I also often wake up thinking about my clients, the dogs, dream about them. And my favorite one is waking up in the middle of the night thinking,
oh my gosh, did I do Fluffy's nails?
And panicking about it the rest of the night. Now it's along with the anxiety and panic of my job, I am constantly in my head catastrophizing, being anxious, thinking out every possible safety concern while I am grooming, because it is my literal worst nightmare ever to hurt a dog or have a dog die or have an accident happen. So I am constantly being one step forward of okay, so he's blind, I always need to have a hand on him, this, that, and that's good. It keeps everybody safe, right? But sometimes I think I do it to the extreme. Although I think doing that as a groomer is a really good quality to have. I just think sometimes my anxiety just gets away from me just a little bit. Maybe making up scenarios that probably would never happen, but I guess it keeps us safe. This last one you guys might actually find kind of surprising, considering I own my own business. I work for myself. And that is that I actually avoid talking to people about what I do for work. I avoid telling them. And I also avoid talking to people about dog topics in general, unless it's my clients. That's different. The reason I don't like telling people what I do for a living is because I do not have any space in my schedule to take new clients. And as soon as people hear that I'm a groomer, that I do mobile grooming, how much it could benefit their dog, they want in, and I find it very awkward telling them no, and I have to. So I try to avoid that conversation. And also, I often, especially with new people, avoid talking about dog topics because I feel like sometimes I know too much and it's really hard for me to bite my tongue. Certain subjects I have very strong opinions in. Just, I've been in the professional dog industry since 2010. There's a lot going on in my brain about dogs, so yeah, I don't know. That one might surprise you guys. So that is my list of all the weird things that I do because I am a pet groomer. I'm sure I've missed a lot. These were just the first ones that came to mind. I would love to hear down below if you guys relate to any of these, have some that I didn't mention, because I just know there's things that I'm not thinking of, weird things I do. Yeah, I would love to hear about down below. Let's have a conversation, talk about how weird we are. And if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button down below, as I am doing my best to get back in a YouTube uploading schedule. And also, I would love to hear video ideas from you guys. So I hope you guys have a beautiful day. Happy grooming. I will talk to you guys soon. Bye, guys.